Here we are. Hey, homegirls. I have Katrina McGhee here, all the way from NYC. She came to give us some words of wisdom and some happiness and some sunshine, some much needed sunshine. And she was a bigwig, okay? I'm talking like the C-suite, CEO, CFO, CIO, you know what? Working for some of the hugest corporations and nonprofits. Susan G. Komen. Wait, don't tell me. You were with Susan G. Komen, an American Heart Association, and so you know what it's like to work in these high-powered, high-stress, important roles. And you've traveled all around the world, and then about 6 years ago, you started lovingonme.com. And as she says, it's not just a website, it is a movement.
Yes.
And Katrina, you are all just about empowering women. And I know we're hearing this more and more and more because of Me Too, because of Time's Up. But you know what? Now is the time. And we feel empowered. And
it's our season.
It is our season.
To take action.
To take action as a woman of color.
Yes, absolutely.
We are just feeling all sorts of empowerment right now. And it's so necessary. And you know what? I have to say, this is my first post since my dad passed away. It's been a day and a week. And, you know, I sat with this for a moment and I said, am I ready to like just go, you know, have a video and show my smile and be happy? And you know what? It's not phony. It's not fake. And I knew that meeting you was going to be a good thing and it was going to be a blessing, because we need to surround ourselves with positive people. And just because you're smiling doesn't mean that you haven't been through pain. That's impossible. To be a human is to have gone through pain, to experience loss. And it's about feeling that loss, feeling that pain, and still choosing happiness.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we can do that. You're right. Your circle is so important, because on days when you're really struggling and when you feel down, it's your circle of sisters that lift you up and encourage and affirm you. So I'm excited to have met you.
I'm excited to have met you. And with Loving on Me, you're encouraging women to go to the website, sign up for a free course.
Yes.
And really getting focused. And I think that it does come from your, background as a high-powered executive, to really define what it is that you want for your life. Not just saying, like you asked me, what's your priority in life? And I said immediately, family.
Yep.
And you're like, okay, but what does that mean exactly? Does family mean, like, I don't have kids, so it's not to go pick up my son from school.
Right.
It's me and my husband, it's my grandparents, it's my mom, it's my brothers, it's my nieces. So how do I make that a priority then?
How do you want to show up for them? Like, what about being with them, or what about your family is the priority? Is it spending more time with them? Is it, really cooking dinner every night? Is it date night with your husband? Whatever it is, you need something to prioritize, not just a word, but here's how I want to show up for the things that I prioritize that's so important. And, it really was not necessarily my career, but it was like many of you, trying to find the balance in my life between work and life, between taking care of my family and taking care of myself, that said, let me get in the driver's seat, figure out what my priorities are and how I can actually show up for those priorities.
And it was really a turning point in your life, in your career.
Yeah, my life interrupted moment. Yes.
And you said you were a hot mess.
I was a hot mess. Some days I still am a hot mess, but I'm a better mess. Yes. So I was suffering from anxiety attacks. I had severe anxiety and exhaustion. I was trying to control everything and eventually control nothing, not even me. So I had to take a time out to really figure out, how could I do what I love, but do it differently? And y'all can do that too. I mean, we don't have to give up the things that we love, the things that we want in life, to actually be sane and balanced and successful. There is a way to choose our priorities and then to live by them.
I love it. And you're speaking from experience. This isn't just, mumbo jumbo.
Right.
It is.
Absolutely.
You're speaking from the heart. And who knew? Did you ever see yourself like
No.
doing this kind of thing?
No.
Did
Well, I've worked in women's health and empowerment for 2 decades. Like, I'm a really big proponent of taking charge of your health, collaborating with your healthcare provider, doing things like that. But
Right.
I started to feel like whether it was breast cancer or heart disease, that we were bifurcating our body parts. And I'm like, we need to talk to the whole of a woman.
A holistic approach, because that's how we are.
Yes, we're
as
the
women, we
whole
feel
human
the
being.
whole, and that's
Yes.
how, and we feel everything, and
Yeah.
everything becomes like personal, and it's our bodies affect how we think about other parts of our life, and vice
Exactly.
versa.
Exactly. So I could have never imagined the life that I have now, but it is the life that I've been prepared for. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think like
because
all
you're
of-
connecting the dots now that you're looking back, like
Yes.
it all was leading
Yes.
to this moment.
But you can't see that in the process. That's why we always have to stay present. There's
Right.
always opportunity and possibility and purpose in our present.
and maybe even most through the difficult parts and the painful parts.
Yep. Our strength is in our struggles. That's the truth.
Our strength is in our struggle.
That is when we develop courage and our faith is strengthened, and when we get more focused. Like when we get tired of something, and ladies, you know this to be true. When we get tired of something, we're done. We're like, it's, you know how we are.
You
like,
get to that point, and then it's over.
With a guy, you can like go, and then when you're done, you're like, I'm done.
She said, "Peace out."
Yes, it happens in all of our lives, but we just have to make up our minds to do it. So this course takes baby steps us to that process, picking your priorities, puts a plan in place, helps you look at the people you surround yourself
That's
with.
so important. Yeah.
Developing your own affirmations that are actually rooted in truth and not just words you're speaking, and then how to celebrate your slay. That's why it's called Rise, Shine, Slay. I believe in celebrating process and progress.
Okay.
So some days I'm like, yay, I got up and I walked a mile. I meant to walk 3, but I walked a mile.
Right.
I'm celebrating the mile. We got to learn to appreciate all of the steps in life.
That's it. It's an attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
We're full of platitudes.
Yes, there you go.
But it helps. It helps. It feeds the soul, and I would say that's one of your goals, right? Is just you're doing your part to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the other option? Just to grab and make it better for yourself?
Yeah.
We have to think about other people.
We do. Loving on me. A lot of people are like, oh, that's so selfish. I'm like, this was a cry out in the darkness to save our self-worth. This wasn't about, that selfish thing where you're only thinking about yourself. It's about learning to love the real you for who you are and not what you do. And then to share that love with other people in really practical ways. We put love in action. The tribe has love in action days around the country where we go volunteer and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. Go to the website, sign up, be a part of the course. And join these rock star women who get stuff done.
I love it. Thank you so much, Katrina. You are awesome.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.